Good evening, umpires. I just want to take you through the new kind of system to use to create clips and give feedback to the umpires. I've had one of the umpires just explain to me what exactly is required of you to give feedback to the head umpires. So hopefully through this explanation, you'll be able to understand how to do it. Um, Annie, Janet, and Marilo. I'll also take you through at the end how to go and view each of the umpires coding or clips or comments. So I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible. So first of all, you obviously have to click in on channel sign in. So you click you type in your username and password, click sign in. If you're unable to sign in or use your username and password that you had previously used, or if you can't log in for whatever reason, please let me know. So the first thing that you need to do is you go into, well, you hover your mouse on sports video analysis, you then go into analyze session. Okay, from the analyze session, you go into the drop down box and you go and you choose the netball umpires, and then you go and you find a clip. So for instance, let's just take this, I should actually use that example. Okay, I'm just going to use the example. So I say analyze session. All right, so then what's going to happen is obviously your video will start playing here. All right, so first things first, if it's too big and everything's gone a bit crazy, you can just make everything a bit smaller or bigger, vice versa. So you just unlock your little video here, and then you can move your timeline around and your code window around. So it's your call how you want to lay this out. It's not 100% important. You zoom in using the plus and the minus button on the right hand side of your code window, and you then press play. So you can watch in 1.25, 1.5, and 2 speeds, or you can just skip through 5 seconds, again 5 seconds, or go back 5 seconds, back 5 seconds. So for instance, if you are watching this game and there's something that okay, so I should actually just use any example. Okay, so say there's a clip here that you want to comment on. So what you can do is you can either say, whatever it is, you actually clip that. So you can say it's contact or discipline or held ball or whatever. So say there was a penalty that was being called here. If you click penalty and you press play, basically what happens is a clip of this instance. So from here, and then I clicked it there until there, this is a clip. So you've actually created a clip by coding this on the timeline. So if you want to carry on going and you maybe move along, you can even use this little guy over here. You can then press pause, and then maybe you say a query. So maybe there's a query that you want to discuss with the head umpires. There's something about that you want to ask them. You then obviously have an instance that says query on the timeline. And then maybe if there's something else, other or whatever, I've also put in clip to download. So this clip to download is similar to your highlights video. So say for instance, I want to make a clip from here. So I click clip to download, and I press play, 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 keep pressing play, and say I want to stop the clip there. I just click clip to download again. So that will create the length of the instance on the timeline. You're also able to click on this instance and move it left and right to make it longer or shorter. So you can do whatever you want on this timeline. A way to see all your clips that you've created or instances on the timeline that you've made, you just minimize on your timeline here, and you can then see that you've made 3 clips. So once you've done that, you then just click on Save Analysis, and then you can go back into Team Channel. Okay, so this is where you actually physically go and you code or create your clips on the timeline. Then what if you want to go back and review what you've just done, you just go into this first left-hand drop-down box that says Netball South Africa. You click on it, and then you go and you click on Christy Mullender, your name, obviously. So you should only be able to see your name on here. So then I know that it was this session or this game that I actually did my analyzing on. I then click on TNL 2020. And then from here, I go straight into Coach's Corner. All right, so once you're in Coach's Corner and you can zoom in a little bit on your timeline, you'll see that we've got a clip on penalties, we've got a clip on query, and we've got a clip to download. So if, for instance, you want to actually write a comment on, I know it says clip to download, but it's not really a clip to download, it's just a clip that you physically created. So if you watch it and you say, okay, there's something that I want to discuss here with the head umpires, what you do is you go back to the beginning of the instance, or you can just click on the beginning of the instance, even if you want to go 5 seconds back a little bit more, and then you actually post your message. So over here you say query, help if I could spell, query, and then you say, please help, what do I do in this situation? And then you can obviously just go in and just say post message to ref, or I mean it means an umpire, and you say post message. So now what you've done is you've physically gone and you've added a comment on this clip. So if you go and you click on that clip and you press play, you can read the comment, and then exactly where the comment's supposed to be, this is the clip that I commented on. So it will be in sync with that. So let me just pause and then let's comment on this clip over here. So if I comment on this clip, I just post a message here. I just say penalty, and then just whatever your message is, query, post as ref, you say post. And you'll see that this then comes up before this comment. So if you are on this comment, but this instance over here, and if I want to go back to that, you just click on that instance. It literally, or that comment, it literally takes that clip back to, or that play ahead back to that beginning of that clip that you've commented on. And then you can obviously just say press play. And then that will, the comment and the clip will be in sync and will play at the same time. And then obviously if the head umpires come in and they want to reply, they just click reply and they post their message, and then you can see it. So this whole thing is completely private to the 3 heads of umpires. So we've got Annie, and then Marilo and Janet. I presume these are the correct 3. Please let me know if they're not. I just hear everyone speaking about them. So only the people that can only see this are those 3 head umpires. And then you'll see that you're still looking in Christy Mullender's analysis. So if you go back to your team channel, sorry, it's taking so long to load. My internet's not great here. And then, so all of these are your normal channels where you go in and watch the games. If Annie, Janet, and Marilo want to come in and look at your specific, what they do is they click on this drop-down box, and all the umpires who have made comments will be able to, you can go in and, or they will be able to go in and view their comments. So maybe you just put on the WhatsApp group, say, please can you go in and have a look at my comments in my channel analysis, and then they click on your name, and then you obviously tell them which session you commented in. Then they go into that session, and then they go into Coach's Corner, and immediately they'll be able to review the messages that are here. Obviously that was the wrong one that I clicked on. So Janet, Marilo, and Annie can just click on the game that you want them to go to. They click on Coach's Corner, and then all your clips and your comments will be available on the right hand side. So please let me know if this doesn't work. I know that you used to make use of the highlights function. Unfortunately, that's not available with the YouTube channel, and we decided to go with the YouTube channel just because the videos play a lot smoother. There's not that much buffering and loading as when we upload the raw footage. Oh, and last thing, what I'll do is I'll be sending WeTransfer links of all the games, the previous day's games. And then if you can please log on to YouTube to actually go and look at or download games from before today. So if you click on that play button, you then just click on YouTube. Once you're in YouTube, you can just press pause. And then all you need to do is it says HTTPS www dot, and all you need to do is just press SS, press enter, and we'll take you to this online video downloader. Don't press anything that's flashing. All you do is when this comes up, you just obviously click MP4 720. It will then immediately start downloading, and then this is an advert that you don't want, so please just close that, and then obviously close that, and then as soon as this is ready, you can have access to the footage.